Welcome. You are about to embark on an adventure into the world of technology in the social studies classroom. The items for instruction that you are about to see are easily implemented with equipment that probably already exists in your buildings. Larry Kuper and Glenn Malone have put together a collection of ideas that they have tested in their 3rd and 5th grade classrooms using LGS computers, laser players, VCRs, and camcorders. We have broken this presentation into 4 sections. The first segment shows 3rd graders using LogoWriter for processing, fixing text graphics, and creating bar graphs. Here, students are using LogoWriter as a word processor. They're working on social studies reports that they will be printing in the printer and then turning in. Students learn basic keyboarding and also work with inserting and deleting from the board. The next step is to add LogoWriter graphics to their text. Here, students are using turtle shapes stamped on the screen and also the ability of LogoWriter to change green colors to produce a project. Another aspect of LogoWriter is the ability to create graphics. Here, students are illustrating a social studies project required them to work transportation that would get them to Hawaii. This student has created an airplane. She is now putting cloud in the background. When she's done, she'll be able to print this on printer and return with the bill. With LogoWriter's programming aspects, it's easy to create simple procedures that students can call to create additional projects of their own. This is creating bar graphs for a social studies project where students were graphing information they learned about computing brain. They surveyed such areas as types of food, transportation, housing, and clothing, and they graphed the results. After creating graphs, they would then go to the word processing part of LogoWriter and text to their screen. Because of the great flexibility of LogoWriter, students can also be creative in many ways. Here, 2 students have decided to add something to graph and color to the fill command in LogoWriter. Here, students are using AppleWorks to research information about the presidents of the United States. Using the searching capabilities of AppleWorks, they're able to retrieve information for their reports. Besides the computer, students still use almanacs, encyclopedias, and other reference books. By working in cooperative learning groups, all the students are able to use all the different approaches to finding information for their reports. Students, after certain information in the computer, will now hop down and take it back to their groups to combine with their reports. The use of video discs adds a whole new dimension to instruction. The video disc does not replace current methods of classroom, but supplements them and enriches the instruction. Here, students are studying the rotation of the Earth by using the model in the classroom and checking answers to questions by actually viewing it with the video disc. Here, the video disc is being used in presentation mode, where it is being run by the instructor in a pre-selected set of sequences. These students are using an interactive mode of the video disc. They present questions, which they answer using the keyboard, and then shifts different sections of the video disc as needed. The video disc is off to the side, and we're using a video overlay card to present both computer graphics text along with the video on one screen. Here, students are going through a video disc to obtain actual information from the news broadcast or the report on residents. These students are engaged in a multimedia project. Here are preparing background materials and scenery for a video presentation they will be doing. Students work throughout the room on different parts of the project. Coming up, we'll have a portion of a completed project on Richard M. Nixon completed by these 5th graders. In doing this project, they will have used a camcorder, a Laserdisc player, a VCR, and audio dubbing.
Hi, I'm Richard M. Nixon. Let me tell you about my childhood. I was born in Yorba Linda, California, January 9th, 1913. My parents were so surprised.
Mr. Nixon?
Yes, Doctor?
The baby is a boy.
All right, did you hear that? I'm a proud father. Wasn't that exciting? Now let me tell you about my family. I had a wife, Thelma, and 2 daughters, Julie and Pat. Julie had one of the few White House weddings ever. Now let's look back at some not-so-happy times in my life. Stop. The Watergate scandal was a sad thing. It made President Richard M. Nixon resign. People stormed the Watergate Hotel and tried to steal government documents, but they got caught red-handed. Nixon wanted to clear the air, and he made a speech, and here it is.
When did he know?
I welcome this kind of examination because people have got to know whether or not their president is a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
This is Quinn reporting there has been a special news bulletin. Richard M. Nixon is going to resign, and here he is now.
Presidency effective at noon tomorrow. Vice President Ford will be sworn in as president at that hour in this office.
Gerald Ford, raise your right hand. Do you swear to be faithful to your country and your citizens?
I do promise to be faithful to my country and my citizens.
Gerald Ford took over after President Nixon resigned. And now back to your regular scheduled program.